Hey everyone, it's Jen here. Welcome and welcome back. So today I am doing swatches, a tutorial, and kind of a mini review of the ABH Riviera palette. If you want to know how I got this nice everyday look from this palette, then go ahead and you know what to do, what all the YouTubers say, and keep on watching. Keep on watching. Keep on watching. Well, I wanted to insert swatches a little bit differently so you can kind of see the entire palette. Of course, the first color is white, so you can't really see that one. Let me go ahead and get this nice and focused in for you, which is Sails. The top row is the top row in the palette, obviously. The next color is Yacht, Seychelles, Palmero, Seaside, Inheritance, and Mediterranean, this one right here. The second row is from this direction to this direction. It is Estate, Cabana, Coastline, Bahamas, Monte Carlo, Canes, and Palm. So these are a different kind of swatch, but I wanted you to see it. And then I will show you the palette. Sorry about the arm in it. This is what it looks like. It's very nice. It's got almost like a... You know the little linen bags that you get? It's kind of that feeling. The back looks something like this. And then on the inside, you have a nice full-size mirror per usual. It also comes with a dual-ended brush. And these are the colors nice and up close. All right, so I just want to try something different there to kind of show you the palette. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into actually trying it. All right. I didn't want to get stained, and as you can see, some of them do stain. So I thought I'll just stain my eyes and not my whole arm, and we'll go on with it. So I am an ABH collector. I didn't get the little spring edition, the little quads that came out. I don't have her singles. Her full-size palettes, however, I do like, since Modern Renaissance, I've gotten every single one. Prism, Subculture, I guess so, since Subculture, Modern Renaissance, Prism, Soft Glam, Sultry, literally all of them. So I am an ABH collector. So if you're not, you may not be as interested. Okie dokie. So, what I do like about this is that she did leave a couple of colors for like an everyday look. And per usual, I like her shimmers because you don't necessarily need a wet brush for them. A lot of shimmers in most other palettes, you tend to need to have some Fix Plus or some kind of setting spray, like do your brush. This one is not that way. I've only used a couple colors out of this, and I didn't really want to full-blown use it until I kind of did like a first impression, show you the swatches tutorial type of thing. So we're just going to go ahead and get onto it. These are the brushes I'm using. CHICNYC, Sigma, Luxie, Morphe, and Crown Brush. Crownbrush.com, get 10% off with code LifeOfJen. It'll be linked down below per usual. And then any other link will have an asterisk beside it if it is an affiliate link. So just know that ahead of time. All right, I'm going to go ahead and go in with the, actually scratch that thought. I'm going to go in with a large shader E60 Sigma, and I'm just going to take Sails, which is the white color here. The other palette that I really liked that had a white shadow in it was Blood Sugar, and it's a good white. So this one is okay, but it's definitely not the Blood Sugar one. Blood Sugar is probably one of my favorite palettes that I have. And the Blue Blood is going to come out on the 29th. Which is a sister palette. It's nice blue peaches. I'll try to get a picture if I can and pop her up there for you. And so that's exciting. I don't know what it is. Jeffree Star eyeshadows are just kind of coveted to me. Like some people really like Huda. Some people swear by ABH. I swear by Jeffree Star shadows. So I know this is an ABH kind of try on or whatever. So sorry, Anastasia, but just saying. All right, so we went all over the lids with these, and I'm going to go ahead and do a full look with this one. I know my last one or two I've only done one eye, but I think we're just going to go all the way with this one. So, got that on there nice and fresh. Let's go ahead and do this. Sorry. I always have a paper towel to kind of wipe off brushes as I go. I don't have a color switch. I don't really like that. It's personal preference. So do you, boo. That's all I'm saying. Okay, the next color that I'm going to go into is going to be Estate, this one down here. And we're just going to go in with a unique blending brush. These shadows literally are super dusty. You know that if you know ABH, she's got pressed pigments. So they are going to be powdery. So if you guys don't like it, if you can't handle it, then I don't know, just don't use the ABH formula. I like them. I feel like her mattes are, you know, they blend pretty good, but this color, I just feel like should show up more. As pretty as it looks in the pan and as pretty as it looks like in swatches. That's just my personal opinion. So we'll just go ahead and do the same thing over here, and I just kind of go along where my socket is so you can kind of feel. With a hooded eye, it's more about knowing where the stuff is underneath the skin than it is actually what you can see on top. And then of course I'm using my favorite handheld, and then I'm just going to go ahead and make sure both of these are evenly colored out. I got a couple mirrors in front of me. I have a nice lighted one, like right in front, and then of course I have this one, and then I have the ABH one. So it's just different, different lighting, different goals. Some of them I can look down, and some of them I have to be looking forward for different things that I do with my eyes because they're hooded Veronica. Okay, next. I'm going to go ahead and use the ABH brush for this next part, just kind of show you guys how it works. And I'm going to go into Cabana. I don't know, maybe not. Let's see. What do I want to do? Oh, everybody's been using the bright colors in this palette, so I kind of want to go a different direction. I feel like I'm going to go ahead and go with Cabana, and then I'm going to go Coastline, and I think I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to put the pop of color on the lid, I think is how I'm going to go. So let's play this out. All right, we're going to go into that mustard yellow shade. The brushes that come with these are pretty good. Her regular brushes that you can just buy are extremely nice. Everybody swears by her highlighter brush. I personally only have an eyebrow brush of hers, and I love it. I used it today in a live on my Facebook to do my eyebrows. So if you want to know how to do the eyebrows, go check me out, Jennifer Cahill. It'll be listed down below. I'll have a direct link to my Facebook, so you can just go check that out. All right, and then we're just going to do the same thing with this side and using Cabana. So it's been like the last couple of days I've been able to wear shorts, and then today I was like, whoop, gotta bust out the LuLaRoe leggings because it ain't that warm. But so what are your favorite kind of shorts? I love American Eagle or like Maurice's. I am a plus size girl. I just recently went from an 18 to a 20, and I'm just embracing myself. I was gonna be really sad about it. I used to work out like literally a couple of days a week, if not every day of the week, and I just stopped like a year and a half, 2 years ago. I don't know. I became more comfortable with myself, so I guess it just didn't matter as much. I'm gonna go back to Estate, and I'm just gonna blend it into that color up top and just mesh those in just a little bit better so there's no crazy lines. It's just kind of a nice gradient, as you can see there. All right, the next color I'm going to go to is Coastline. I'm going to go ahead and stay with this brush just to kind of show you. And we're just going to go right on top of that and blend it in. And my partner's home a little earlier than normal, So she's got daylight to burn. Sorry. And my youngest son, Mason, have been building like a man cave outside. So it's going to be like part game room, like chill out, and then part like build stuff indoors whenever it's too cold outside. Kind of a storage shed type deal. And they are just killing it. I will try to insert some photos here again of it. And then the other day, do you guys garden? Do any of you garden? Because the other day, I planted potatoes for the first time. So proud. I'll try to show you again my little box that I put them in. Yeah. So now I'm going to take Coastline and I'm going to take the other side of that brush. And I'm just going to kind of smudge it down here. And I just use a little bit at a time because they are super duper pigmented. Sorry. Incoming. And we're just going to do the same thing on this side. Now, so pretty. I love that color. I've been really into like peachy tones, these kind of like brownish burnt tones, olive colored things, stuff like that. Like baby blue, baby pink, definitely gray is like always a thing for me. And then I'm just going to kind of smoke it out again and make the two kind of match up. All right. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and bust in a little bit of color here. I'm going to go to Monte Carlo. I'm going to skip the Bahamas because that one is super pretty. And we're just going to go in here. Same fluffy brush, Anastasia's brush. I used to, when I first started makeup, like on myself a couple years ago, I used to use these brushes all the time for everything. I didn't have any other brushes, so I loved this one. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with Monte Carlo again. I'm just going to smoke a little bit here to connect it up here. And blend. I'm going to go back to Estate. And we're just going to blend the edge of that out again, making it nice and soft. Okay. Same thing, Monte Carlo. Over here. This is actually really pigmented. The other one is really nice. I've worn a couple colors. The brown color in here I really enjoy. For some reason, it just blends out so good no matter what shadows I'm using. And typically I would reach into my Baked Browns by Dose of Colors because I just love that eyeshadow formula. So good. All right, and then we're going to do the same thing here. And then smoke that right up and out, making them match. And then I'm going to go into, this is where I'm going to switch it up because I really like this brush for the outside corner. This is a Luxie 213. Another good one that I would like to use if you want to get a cheaper brush would be a Morphe 434. So this one is kind of the same. It's a little bit longer. I'm trying to think of another one that might be a good dupe, but I feel like I have it. Oh, the Farrah brushes. This is the number 6 Shorty Shading. So these two are probably the closest, but the Luxie one, I adore the most. So we're going to go into Palm, which is this nice brown color here. I feel like a lot of people have done really bright, vibrant colors. So I want to show you a nice, user-friendly, kind of everyday look so that if you don't have a lot of money and you're just getting, you know, you're like, which palette should I get? I want to have a fun summer palette, but I also want to have like a nice everyday. This is just kind of showing you that you can make this a nice everyday. And so that's kind of where I was going with it. Then I'm going to grab my Sigma E30 pencil. I'm going to go back into Palm. And I'm going to put some of that on the lower lash line, just on the outer corner there. And just match those nice and smoothly. Alright. Go back to that Luxie shading brush. And just a little more blending there on that outer corner. And then I'm just going to go over to the next eye and then we'll pick a lid shade. So won't be here too much longer. And we're just going to go here again outer corner, and I got a noisy household right now. Everybody's home and Mama's doing a video. I've just been a filming machine today is all. I'm like, I gotta film, I gotta get all these tutorials and first impressions and all these new palettes up. You know, when you can be one of the first, people watch you more. So please put me in trending. One day I will. One day I'm gonna get a really good camera, and I've been getting better with my editing skills, not gonna lie. They have been getting progressively better instead of progressively worse. And so I feel like my content is getting better. And I take more time to do it. You know, I've taken more time to learn things, watch other people, and see, you know, what do I need to do different? What, you know, but staying myself, because there are a lot of different people out there, but I want to stay true to myself. Look, I have hooded eyes. I can't do a ton of different looks with my eye, but I can literally show you with every single eyeshadow palette what you can accomplish with a hooded eye. So I think this is really good. Just taking a little bit more on this corner and make it match that one. So, all right, now we're going to pick a nice. I'm gonna go ahead and smoke this together here and here. And then we're gonna pick a lid color. So I have used Yacht, I have used Seaside, but now I'm like, what am I gonna wear with this particular outfit? I have maroons, I have yellows, I have pinks. Let's go ahead and do some pink. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and go in with Palmero. So that is the color right there. It's a nice shimmer. Clean that off. I'm gonna use a dry brush because I want you to see that it's possible. Okay, so we're gonna go in here. That's why I love the ABH eyeshadow formula. So it's just so nice. There's my cat. She's at the door. She's like, I'm here. Talk to me. Pay me attention. And we're just going to go in here with that on the lid. Now, when I look forward, my lid kind of disappears. So what I like to do is bring it to where I know the fold is and kind of brush it up like that. So then it lightens up this part, and then it brings it out to a nice arch to where the dark part is, okay? So we're going to do the other eyelid. Maybe I should have showed you what it was like to do it with a finger on this side. Let's go ahead. It's not too late. A little bit here. And just pop that on. Now, it does show up a little better. It's a little easier to control, so that's the difference. A brush and a finger. And then I can bring this up with my finger naturally and blend it, which I actually do like to do. So we're going to go in with this other one. And we're just going to touch up here. I just want you to see what your options are. So you see the difference? With the finger, it looks way more blended, kind of nicely brought together. And then we'll just go ahead and brush that off and then get it going like this. Ta-da. Okay. Now, obviously going to be fallout. And we're going to go ahead and clean that off. Ta-da. And then just make sure I don't have any here because it goes everywhere. All right, now looking forward, I feel confident. I feel like this looks good, but we're still missing a little bit of inner corner. So I think what I want to do, let's just get wild with it. Let's go in with some of Inheritance, and this is the nice gold color. I haven't used this one yet. We're just going to pop this here. I always like to make my inner corner match up with what I have down here. I just think it looks flattering. And then we'll just always, as always, blend it up into the corner. So I'm just going to go here with my finger and in the corner. Then what I want to do is kind of blend it. So blend that in and kind of make it open up. As you kind of see, I know the lighting's a little off in here. I'll see if I can adjust it a little more and we'll get that off of there. We'll do the same exact thing with the gold over here. I'm just going to go ahead and go in with my finger to save time. Blend that up. Blend it down. And simple. So simple. Very, very good here. We can just blend this out with our finger. And they look exactly the same. Ta-da! And I feel like the gold with the pink does make a little bit of like the coral. So it does kind of end up correlating to what your transition shade was. Now then, I am going to go finish the look and come back and show you guys. BRB. Okie dokie, so here I am. I'm back. This is the finished look. I used Fetish Eyes, Pat McGrath Mascara, and Monsieur Big by Lancome. The eyeliners that I used were Milk Boss Liner on the bottom corner, and for the top part I used the Fenty Because I'm Black a liquid liner. So that is it. Oh, and in the inner waterline, I always use Tarte Stay Awake. I love it. I love the way it looks. It's not white. It's not too peachy. It's perfect. So here it is, finished in the flesh, looking nice. I like how when went over it with the white, it's kind of already given my eyebrow the nice lift that it needs. So this here is the palette. This is the finished look. This is a nice go-to everyday look with this palette. So it is doable. Customize it, switch it up. Just use these colors and the brown for an everyday. Put in a pop of color for something fun at night. Any of the shimmers would work great. And you can use these shimmers with other palettes that you have too. All palettes are interchangeable. So with that being said, let me know if you got this palette, if you like this palette, and if you like the look. And go ahead and subscribe, hit the big notification bell so you get a notification every time I upload a video, and you won't miss out on me. Thank you. And that's it. Do good, be good, you are good. I love you. Bye-bye.